Oregon, coming to you with our trip to Arizona. The boys and I are racing the San Manuel Copper Classic. That is in San Manuel, Arizona. We are about 20 minutes from there. We're down here in Arizona. It's 78 degrees. We're 545 miles into this trip. And yeah, we stayed in Gallup, New Mexico last night. We're making it down to San Manuel. Then we're going to stay in Tucson while we're here, which is about 20 minutes from the track. Then we're going to go racing. Ruth's here. She's behind the camera. And there she is. Yeah, so we're going to have a blast, guys. Let's get on with it. We are at the start of the race. It is 7:54 with my team. And the first race of the day is for my son Ewan. He's racing this KX100 in the super mini class. Super excited, guys. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit windy, which isn't bad. Actually, it might help keep the dust out of our faces. I can say right now that the TRS guys, which is the Tucson, no, Trail Rider something. Anyway, they're the guys.
Of Southern Arizona.
Trail Riders of Southern Arizona. There we go. Thanks. They are doing a great job with this race. Really happy. Sign up went well yesterday. A little chaotic as always, but they did a great job. And looks like the course is awesome. We pretty much walked the whole mini course yesterday, and it looks like a ton of fun. It's mostly like 2-track with lots of whoops and ups and downs and turns and twists and things like that, so it should be really good. I think Ewan's gonna have a ton of fun. Thomas and I are racing this afternoon. I don't actually have my camera, my actual GoPro.
You can't wear it anyway.
I didn't think so, yeah. So Garrett just mentioned I forgot my good GoPro with the chin mount, but then yesterday while we were in tech, they mentioned that we can't wear GoPros because this is an AMA event, and the AMA is out anyway. I find it, huh?
They're anti-freedom.
Yeah, I find it interesting that they're worried. I mean, we're dirt bike racers. It's already a dangerous sport.
I'm gonna crash.
If I'm gonna. Anyway, whatever. So, no GoPro, guys. My wife will be filming some, and we'll try to get some video of stuff. And then after the race, we'll definitely check in with everybody and see how they did. Garrett is obviously doing last-minute details. Trying to un-KTM the KTM. Get some
I almost stole your brake lever, too.
Ooh. He's getting some Yamaha blue to make it actually work better. Tori, what do you think?
I don't think it's gonna work very well. It's not my bike, so I don't care.
Are you excited to go racing?
Very.
Nice. And what minute are you on?
I'm sorry?
What minute are you on?
51, same as Thomas.
Yeah. So it turns out it's awesome. The Andersons are on the same minute as my son Thomas. He's on 51. I'm on 7, which means I better not see any one of these guys.
And Garrett's 19.
I'm 19, so I'm 12 behind you if you see me.
If I see Garrett, we're in trouble.
Things have gone very wrong.
Things have gone terribly upside down. So here's the deal, guys.
Going according to plan.
Yeah, if you guys don't know how this is a restart enduro. The way it works is we all have a minute we were given. That's why we don't, like, if you take a look at my bike, I'm not running my number. I'm running the 7B. Thomas is 51D. Garrett's on 19. Tori and Callie are on 51 with Thomas. But so they give you a number for the minute that you're leaving, and you start on that minute. You race through a special test, and they time you. That's the racing part. And then you transfer over to the next special test, and then you re-rack into your minute. So if you get there early, then you have to wait for your minute to come back up. And so it's a little bit different kind of racing than what we usually do. We usually either do hair scrambles or with a reliability style, where you can just roll up and take off. But it's awesome. So Ewan's race, though, is a hair scramble. It's an hour long. Just hold her wide open for the entire hour, see what happens. Ewan, come here, bud. You excited?
Yeah.
You gonna go fast?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's racing super minis. We're gonna give him all the support we possibly can. It's gonna be awesome. This bike's working good. He's got a new tire. He's got no excuses. All right, guys, let's get on with it. Oh, it's always nerve-wracking taking the kid to race. I'm more concerned about him than myself. Always makes me way more nervous for my child than me racing, but not because I'm worried about him getting hurt, but because I want him to do well and have fun. There they go. Hey, Ewan, come on down here. Tom, can you hold this? Here, let me push you. I'm gonna hop on. Alright guys, so here's the deal. Ewan is the youngest member of his Super Mini class. But and that's just the way it works. He's riding 100, so he can't race the 85 class. But the Super Mini class goes from 12 to 16 years old, and he just turned 12. So the kids on his row are pretty big. So you know, he might get his butt kicked, but it'll be a really good experience, and he's gonna have fun. So that's the key here. Yeah, Ewan! Yeah, buddy! Way to go, you're going over. Oh, yeah. Hey, that was your best race, buddy. Mom, are you relieved?
Yeah, it's still upright.
All right, let's go check on the kid.
There's one section you jump up onto it and then we just ride super fast in the sun.
Nice. Buddy, I am so proud of you. So proud. So proud. Tell me about that kid that was blocking you.
He was just all over the place. Guess where he was going. He was like on a little Sunday ride. Just for kicks.
And you couldn't get around him? Well, how many times did you crash?
56.
Well,
at least 5.
At least 5? Yeah, it's all right, buddy. You saw we straightened your wheel back up. Did it stay straight after that?
It wasn't completely straight, but then I just got used to it. So
there you go.
I'm used to riding along.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, buddy. So proud. So proud. All right. We're walking the school section. We're actually going backwards right now from what we will be doing during the race. But yeah, we get to race in the school. It's gonna be awesome. So I don't know what test this is that we're gonna be racing in the school, but it's gonna be awesome. This is an old abandoned school. They built a new one in town. This one hasn't been in use for quite a while, but oh, looks like we're gonna be going through the old like outdoor lunch area. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh, I wish I could run a camera, guys, but that's all right. We'll tell you all about it. Maybe someone will get to run one, and
Sneak it in
they
there.
can we can put a link to their video, or maybe they got maybe someone made a video of the course workers doing the whole lap. We'll have to see. Here we go. Always nervous. Always incredibly nervous, but.
Ruth, guest MC for Highland Cycles. How you doing?
Good, I'm doing good.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. How you feeling, Tori?
A little nauseous.
A little nauseous.
It'll be a great race.
Awesome. First big race. How you doing?
Another day in business.
Another day. Woohoo! What did you set up for Thomas?
Got goggle change, camelback, thing to fill up the camelback, and some just straight water.
Amazing.
Oh, I would have been in front of some more of those guys, but I crashed in the sand pretty good. Oh, took me a while to get up.
Did you?
Yeah, none of them even finished the last loop.
Yeah, buddy.
I had a big old like 450. You beat me in the front, but I got him.
Yeah! Oh, way to go. That was tough, huh?
Yeah, no one was faster than me in the back. I was only passing people in the front.
Dude, so awesome, Thomas. Way to go, bud.
Joy time.
Yeah, I got one too.
They hurt.
Yeah, I rode with one for the last like 3 miles.
Yeah, it bounce up and down and that hurts.
Yeah, it's like every time you hit a thing and you use the clutch, I was like, ow, 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 ow. No, that's kid open A. I beat him in the last 2 tests. He's gonna get me for the day, I'm sure, but. All right, guys, thanks for joining me for that video. I know it wasn't exactly what any of us were really hoping for. I was hoping to get a helmet cam video and get all the racing and all the tests and everything. And it turns out other people did, even though they said not to because it's AMA. Anyway, super sorry about that. But I just wanted to give a quick race recap and talk about the bike. First of all, the race was awesome. For the A riders like myself, it was 3 loops with 3 tests per loop. It was the same loop 3 times, I should say. The first test was about 5 miles long, the second test was about 9 miles long, and the third test was about 7 miles long. And each of them had about a mile transfer between them. And it was awesome, man. The terrain was super varied, everything from sand washes to some rocks, super high speed stuff, big whoops, twisty turny stuff through the cactus. The final test went up through the school and had some endurocross kind of obstacles, and then a grass track, and then through the dark school, which by the way was super sketchy the first time you went in there because you're out in the bright sun and then you go inside, and if you had any kind of tint on your goggles or even not, it was like pitch black. You couldn't see anything. But they had guys in there pointing you which way to go so you didn't hit the wrong thing. Anyway, it was an awesome race. I ended up with an 8th place in the 40 plus A class. Not really all that happy with that result, except for the fact that, I haven't been racing and I finished, and the bike's in good shape and all that. So happy with that, I guess. But I definitely got some work to do. I got to get back on my game. That was not the pace that I wanted to go. My boys did awesome. Thomas on his 144 ended up second in the schoolboy class, only by 30 seconds. So he was like one little mistake away from winning the thing, which is awesome. Ewan on his KX 100, he ended up getting fifth in his class, which was last in the Super Mini. He was really bummed out about that, but he had a whole bunch of problems. He kept crashing, he couldn't get his bike started, all kinds of things. But he ended up mid-pack for the whole race. So I was out of all the 85 Super Minis and 65. So I'm happy with it. He's kind of bummed, and I'm kind of happy that he's bummed because he wants to do better. So that's awesome. But he's not so bummed that he's given up. He's just bummed and he wants to race more and get better at it. So it was an awesome race. Thank you, AMRA. Thank you, Trail Riders of Southern Arizona, TRS. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit about the 125. I was thinking about it, and I mean, my pace was not there, and I'm not going to blame the motorcycle because I refuse to blame equipment on my talent. But I do wonder how I would have done on one of my bikes, one of my normal bikes, because it definitely suffered off the start. It just would not go as fast as the 450s and 300s I was racing against. But then it really was a ton of fun to ride. And once it got like up on plane and out of its hole, it was awesome and it was plenty fast. The suspension, it's stock. It's got the air forks. I don't really love it. My hand looks like that. I'm not going to blame totally the suspension on that part. That's my out of fitnessness and the fact I was holding on too tight because I was gripped trying to go fast. But I haven't had blisters on my hands in forever. So yeah, I need to get that sorted out. I'm gonna have Brady at TBT Oklahoma take care of that. The head from RK, I cannot tell you how much that transformed that motorcycle. It's still a 125, so it still can't accelerate out of a hole in the sand like a 450 or a 300, and it did not, but it is amazing how well that thing runs. Kelsey, RK, thank you guys so much. I really am blown away. Kind of the spotlight of all the stuff that I put on, because the Bulletproof Designs is great, the System Tech Racing stuff is great. Evans Power Sports, thank you guys so much for the coolant. The bike stayed cool even though I had it wound out all day long in like 75-degree weather and not always going that fast, so that worked out great. Nitro Moose, zero issues obviously with flats, which is a big thing in Arizona. There's a lot of sharp rocks and a lot of sharp cactus. Had no problems with any of that. So, everybody who contributed to this thing, thank you very much. But I want to talk to you guys specifically about the handguards. So, I know that a lot of you, myself included, aren't big fans of the flag style handguards like this because they're not as protective, and a lot of us break levers, and anyway, whatever. So I put them on because I really wanted to try them out. I wanted to keep this bike as light as possible, keep the cockpit as clean as possible, and they do that. And I've been riding it. Obviously, if you watch some of the videos, you've seen me riding it and having fun. It's gotten tipped over a couple times, but nothing bad. Well, I had a giant get off. I think I actually may have either cracked or displaced a rib. But yeah, anyway, whatever. That'll be fine. But I did have a big get off, and the thing hit the ground really hard. This side hit super hard, and it didn't really move it at all. Like this part, the metal part is completely solid, zero issues. This plastic piece got displaced a little bit. So if you guys look, you can see it's a little bit close to the lever there compared to over here, but it's just, a tiny amount. So I'm probably just gonna heat this up a little bit with my heat gun and try to bend it back, tighten that thing down. And you can see, if you look closely, that washer got bent. But big deal, like that, it freaking hit the ground hard. And when I picked the bike up and got going, it didn't look out of place at all to me. Which that to me is the most important thing. is that it doesn't look weird, because when you crash and your handguards are all weird and twisted up, it's disconcerting, super distracting for me to ride like that, and I basically either have to just like try to block it out, or I have to like stop and fix it. So anyway, that was really cool. Enduro Engineering, thank you so much. Also, Bulletproof Designs, thank you so much for these seemingly unbreakable levers, because it didn't have any issues at all. Yeah, guys, the 125 is awesome. Make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a full review, in-depth, talk about every little bit about it, jetting and all that stuff here very shortly. But right now, I'm super happy with that thing. So thanks guys for joining me for this video. Again, I know it wasn't exactly like what we were all hoping this video would be like, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was somewhat informative and fun to watch. If you want to support the channel, the very best thing you can do is hit the subscribe button if you're still watching. Punk Rock Club, thanks for sticking around to the end. I love you guys all so very much. I desperately hope that you get out, spread the gospel of two wheels, and I hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on, ride, and maybe even go race your dirt bikes!